ass better call somebody.
Ready?
What's up? What's up? We're back. Episode 100, which happens to be falling on SummerSlam. Which, SummerSlam, I don't know, man. The card going in, I was kind of iffy. It was pretty good. I mean, it's not like, holy shit, did you see SummerSlam? But it's, it's respectable. I can do it, and I can dig it. So anyway, we will adjust our mic, and then we'll jump right in and go from there. So go +5. All right. Well, kind of what I did is, well, first of all, I don't know how you watch the pay-per-view. I'm assuming it's the WWE app. And if it is, I don't have the opportunity, or rarely get the option, to watch any of the wrestling events live. But watching this pay-per-view, they added an option that you can just hit the button and click next match. Especially on pay-per-views. You got like, God, how long? You've got like 5 minutes of filler between every single one. And yeah, so I was very excited to see that, and it was pretty cool. It saves me the energy that I would normally take if I wanted to skip the bullshit. Now, enough for the hype. We open up with our submission match. The only way to win is for the other person to tap. So we have your champion, Becky Lynch, versus Natalya. Submission match, as I said. So, yeah, what I did for this pay-per-view is I will play the songs that I have no copyright for, the wrestler themes of who I had picked to win going in, and I'll tell you why, and kind of a brief overview and how good or shit the match was, in my humble, honest, meaningless opinion. So let's do it. We have Natalya. She's working those bad knees and legs on Becky. We know she's got a bad wheel, but she's still fighting her, man, limping her ass all around the ring. But Becky gets a sharpshooter on her. Yeah, Becky got Natalya's sharpshooter right in the damn middle of the ring. I thought that was going to be it, but I guess she wouldn't be the queen of the sharpshooter if she didn't know how to get out of it, right? Theoretically. Anyway, so Natalya drags her to the corner, flips her into the turnbuckle, gets out, and then gets the armbar on Becky. Kind of cheesy, kind of cool. So she digs in a deep armbar, and no go on that. So finally, shortly after, Becky does get her disarmor and cranks the hell out of it. And yup, Natalya hung in there like a boss. She really, really did. But in the end, she tapped. So about a B+ match, B+. Submission matches, to me, can be like hit or miss. Sometimes it's just a bunch of laying around, pulling on an arm. But it was all right. It was a good job in Natty's hometown. Kudos, oh Canada. Anyway, we will move on. So the next match would be the copycat, what do you want to call it? Any nickname you got. Dolph Ziggler comes out. You know, you're looking at the best thing that could ever happen to this show, to WWE wrestling, yada, yada, yada. The same old heel routine you get. He's pretty good at it, though. So, anyway. So, he says Goldberg won't show, and he fears Ziggler. You know that it's not the case. My thought is he going to last longer than the 14 seconds that he did against KO when KO just came out last pay-per-view, stun and walk away? I was like, I bet this heel speech lasts longer than the damn match, but we'll see. It was a surprise and not a surprise. So you have Ziggler super kicks right off the bat, just trying to get on him, and finally, yes, spear, boom. Goldberg gets the spear, and you know, at that point, there comes the jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. It's over. About a minute, a couple of minutes. And so I have to say the match is like around a C, D. I knew it was going to be a shit show, really, between the two. It was good to see Goldberg. That brings it up some. But really, as Dolph is lying on the ground, beaten, can't stand, is going to get a mic and starts talking shit. It's like being hit by a baby, and he can't even stand, and you're a coward. You didn't really face me. And so Goldberg comes back, paced the ring, paced it like a cat with prey that can't get away. You know, he's just stared down, and then another spear. Boom, leaves him. Tries to leave again, and then Dolph gets the mic again. I knew you didn't have the balls. And, you know, another spear. And that's when the match for me just went to like a D. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, there's a better way to kill 5 minutes here. So, anyway, as expected, I guess. So we get, yep. AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Not sure how it's going to go down, man. Like, I want Ricochet to take the belt. I think he's a good champion. Although if Styles wins the title later in the match, then you have all face champions. I don't know how they're thinking for future storylines, but I picked AJ too because you got the OC around, and this latest heel run, you know, you could be a cheap maneuver, keep the title, so Ricochet still saves face. There's a lot of ways to do it, but I didn't see AJ getting dethroned in this one, essentially. So, AJ is also sporting. I'm gonna comment on the activewear of the evening. So, Ricochet is in this high-tech new garb he's got, looking like some kind of robot or whatever, and it's pretty cool but unexpected, like completely unexpected. And AJ switched to his pants to OC pants, so instead of being a completely separate AJ with the OC, we have a little bit of, you know, I guess, whatever you want to call it, camaraderie in there. So, pretty much Ricochet just tries to go right at him and take him out, and AJ's going to work those knees on Ricochet. I mean, he's still quick as a hiccup, but he's limping everywhere, jumping off the top ropes with one leg. The kid's just amazing athletically. So we end up getting Styles in almost like the, what's it called? The Miz move, the face plant, the defacer, the defamer. To end up getting the pin. It wasn't the greatest matchup between these two superstars. I think that it's a solid maybe B range. When Ricochet's healthy, these two can do a 5-star match. I think he's still hurting. The knee is still braced and locked. But the ability for him to still come out and put on a match of this caliber while his body is telling him not to, that's a testament to how really talented he is. We'll take a small podcast commercial break, and then we'll continue. So, next up is, yes, we're all happy for Bayley. Bayley versus Amber Moon. Yeah, I obviously picked Bayley by the music. Although, excuse me, I don't want Bayley to win this. I think that she needs a rework. I think the whole hugger shit is overrated. I just don't know that they're going to take it from her now. And I think they're trying to really make Amber Moon a contender before they give her the ultimate push. So, we'll see. I would like Amber to win it, though. Like, that's who I'm pulling for against my own pick's self-interest. It could be a great match. They could easily steal the show, but it was, decent B-range. We end up Bayley at the top rope and retain on Amber Moon. Pretty much just a straight up match. As I say, I think it was just kind of getting in there. So that's what we're looking at there. And then we get into my favorite heel, kind of a face right now, depending on how you're looking at it. Give it respect. Hold on, here you go. So, the I Quit match. The match where KO would have to quit, but Shane didn't have the balls to put himself in that same caliber mentality, or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, we roll this one. Shane comes out and announces that since this match is so important, that we have a special guest referee, and it's Elias. Go figure. And of course, man, we get a pop-up power bomb, which I just love even the name of that. And Elias has the real ref distracted, so the 20 count doesn't count as a win. Yeah, and then KO gets a chair, and Shane's just taunting him because he wants that DQ. If KO gets disqualified, Shane wins, and he has to quit. So, there. But he ends up using the chair on Elias, gets the super kick on Shane like twice, leaves his ass. He's just laying there. Off the top with the Santom bomb. And so, chair to Elias again, back in the ring, and the KO win with the official referee there to make the count. So, I say, like, quality-wise around, BC, just a novelty match really in there. We want to give KO a run, I guess. I don't know what the rationale is, but, it was entertaining, and I looked forward to it, and it was about what I expected. So, yeah. Then we get the legend coming back of Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair. And it's a toss-up for me, man. Like, I played Trish. I'm sorry. I played Charlotte because I already have it. But, and I think she'll probably win it. But Trish could take it, and I would be super happy with that. She's the hometown girl. She's coming out for one match. That doesn't mean anything as far as winning anymore. But we'll see how it plays. Trish is the hometown girl, and Charlotte just is overpowering her, taunting her as well. Just definitely full heel. It was more of a brutal match than a technical match. More of the slamming insides, and you did get the Hurricane Run off the top by Stratus, and I thought that was it, but no, kick out. So we have Flair, first attempt at the figure eight, and Stratus grabs her hair, reverse rollout, and gets the figure four back on Charlotte. So they break that. We do eventually have Flair get the figure eight pretty deep on Trish. I didn't want to be right, but Trish did tap. And then Trish just kind of stayed in the ring, getting the chants and the ovations and the whole accolades of them knowing that they won't see their Canadian girl again. So, anyway. Then we have the New Day versus Randy Orton. Yeah, I don't really think they're going to pull this belt off Kofi right now. I just don't. Although I'm an Orton fan. So, especially since back in the day when he got his tattoo sleeves updated, I was like, I know it's fucking vain, but it's a reason. And this match fell short of where I thought it would. Still like a B match. You had a great dodge of the RKO twice. And ended up in a DQ outside the ring. And then a beat down. So I think it was just to kind of keep this rivalry going, maybe set it as a thing for a little while, which is good. I mean, Orton, I like him, but he doesn't have a lot of years left. And he, he's not going to be around forever. Give him a little push and put him in there and see. I'll be sad when the Viper calls it quits. So, into, yes. I don't have the new updated theme, but that's fine. There's so much in this match I like that's just not important, but I like it. Balor and the Fiend, and I want the Fiend to win, and Wyatt is back, and the new intro, I loved. Excuse me, loved the old intro, the lantern, the lighters, and all of that. But there's the lantern again, like Bray's head hanging on the ring. He incorporated like a remix of that original theme coming out, keeping some of the shades of Wyatt. And I thought it was good. Usually these little gimmicky creature type, I don't really get too into them, but this one was pretty cool. We kept the mask on. He's all dreaded out, and yeah, not an exciting match overall. I mean, it's an intro for the Fiend. You want him to kind of dominate, and he did. And his move that he finishes with was the mandible claw. I mean, we've seen the Fiend hit the Sister Abigail, which I thought he would keep. But, it ends after he wins with the lights and the laugh. Look, Bray Wyatt is a creepy dude when he wants to be creepy. Like, you see him in interviews or outside, he's normal. But when he turns it on, he's really he's good with it. And yeah, so on to our main event. And yeah, that's right. You hear Brock Lesnar. I want Seth to win. I need Seth to win. I want all day for Seth to win. I just can't stand Lesnar as a champion. But for whatever reason, they always have this big dumb bitch take the title all the time. And I didn't know if they would. I thought they might just have him retain since Seth was so beat up and go from there. But that's why. Like, I really want Rollins to win, but I had to pick Lesnar. So, I mean, he grabs the taped ribs of Seth, like that thin ring of tape, and swings him around the damn ring. And he just is German suplexing everywhere. And, you know, that's all he has is a suplex, for fuck's sake. It's powerful. It's impressive. You could throw a man across the ring, but Jesus Christ, like, develop another pitch. The curveball isn't going to strike out everybody. Wow. He annoys me. Anyway, we end up having Rollins kick Lesnar onto the announce table and jump from the ring onto the table. Then finally throws him back in the ring, gets a frog splash, and as Lesnar's trying to get up, of course, he's going to get a face stomp. But just a near fall, goes for another one. Lesnar picks him up, and Seth escapes. Another face stomp, and finally, the 1, 2, 3, and we burn it down with a new WWE champion, with Seth Rollins coming back home to play. So, excited for that. Excited that we have Rollins as champion. They had Lesnar lose. So, kudos. Good job. And a pretty good pay-per-view. And thank you guys for listening. Peace.